We're 90 minutes into trading. It is Thursday, June 17th. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at yesterday's pick. Then let's take a look at the market. Then let's find some stocks for us to trade today. Yesterday, I highlighted C as the short of the day. You can see that the stock has been moving lower today. Steady red candles, new low of the day. You can see during this market bounce, this is the S&P 500 that I'm running in the background. There's a beautiful market bounce right in here. What did the stock do? Barely could get off the deck. Compress. That tells you that wham, wham, wham. Sellers are keeping a lid on this. Every bid that shows up, they are nailing. And finally, when you get a little bit of market weakness like this, the bottom falls out. That is relative weakness. That is what we are trading. I can show you 24 stocks that members in the chat room today have been trading. That is exactly what we are looking for. So on a daily basis, yesterday I'd mentioned to you, FOMC meeting, I would not take an overnight short on Citigroup unless it is able to close below the 100-day moving average. I like the short, but I need to see it close below that 100-day moving average. Did it do that? No, it did not. So you would not want to take that short until today when it breaches that 100-day moving average and you see this type of relative weakness. Let's put up the 1 OSI indicator. Orange line below zero indicates that the stock is weak relative to the S&P 500. Orange line below zero. It's exactly what we're looking for. I'll illustrate it one other way, and that is to show you with the overlay of the SPY. That's the gray line. So the market chops around, makes an early low. Now we get this nice bounce right in here. This is what the stock did. It couldn't get off the deck. If you're looking for shorts and you see this type of market rally and this type of price action, draw your little upward sloping trend line. This is a bear flag formation. There's your flagpole. There's your little mini rally. You draw that upward sloping trend line. All of a sudden, you get a trend alert breach right here. Time to short. Really nice trade right there. So that's how we do it. And it doesn't matter if you're day trading or swing trading, the same principle applies. So right now, let's take a look at the market and see what we've got going. There's the FOMC reaction, big move down. I had mentioned to you yesterday, surprise favors the downside. The Fed came out yesterday and said that their inflation expectations were too low. They moved them up from 2.4% to 3.4%. Not a big surprise with the hot CPI, 0.6% coming out last week, 0.8% PPI coming out this week. Those are hot numbers, going to put upward pressure on interest rates. That's not particularly good for tech stocks. It also means that bond yields are going to be moving higher. So that could be a problem for the market. I believe that that is going to keep a lid on any market rally. We have quadruple witching tomorrow. That usually brings in a lot of choppy price action. If we do get a directional move one way or the other, then quadruple witching actually could act as a catalyst to keep that move going. But as long as we have choppy, unorganized trading like this, this is going to also be preserved. So we would have needed to see a nice steady move like this start to unfold, and then it would actually start accelerating and feeding on itself into quadruple witching. We're not seeing that right now, so I don't think we're going to get it. If I look at the daily chart, you've heard me reference this before, we're going nowhere fast. Yes, there are sellers at the all-time high. Interest rates are keeping a lid on the market, possible Fed tapering keeping a lid on the market, and as soon as we get down to the 50-day moving average, that is where we see buyers. So it is a tug of war at these two extremes. There's your 50-day moving average. I believe we spend at least another month in this tight trading range. We are in a news vacuum. No earnings to really trade off of, no economic releases. The Fed has made its statement, so not a lot to really drive the action. Today has been exceptional for rotation, and I think part of that could be quadruple witching related. I don't know, but we are finding incredible stocks to trade today. So let's take a look at a few of those and let's get some of this information off the chart so that we can zoom in on them better. I'm going to go into some of the day trading searches here. I'm going to go into red hot. Let's see what we've got cooking here. Haven't traded any of these, although I had mentioned ZM in one of my recent videos. I did like that price action. Daily chart, that long green candle held. There's a downward sloping trend line right here. That is a bullish flag formation. You set your alerts. Today you would have been alerted. We're poking through that resistance. Yes, I like ZM. I like the fact that it was able to preserve more than half of this long green candle, and we are above the 100-day moving average, and the volume has been good. So everything's set up well. Man, we had some traders this morning that were all over NET. It had been on the searches this morning. Look at that consistency. This is exactly the type of formation that we're looking for. Let's go back to the daily chart first. Before I day trade something, I must like the stock on a swing trading basis. Do I like this on a swing trading basis? Yes, of course I do. Downward sloping trend line here, bullish flag formation, stock breaking out on big volume and eclipsing that prior all-time high. Long green candles stacked one on top of the other. Massive volume. Put up that SPY overlay. Market down, down, down. Stock up, 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 and away. Look at this. During this market drop, it hasn't given back an inch. As soon as the market finds support, which it looks like we're on the low of the day right now, whoosh, like throwing gas on the fire, this stock will be off to the races. Does that mean I buy it now? No. Why would you buy it now? The S&P 500 is coming in. We want to patiently wait for that support to be established. We could easily take out this low of the day, and if we do, then we're probably going to test SPY 420. Plus, we have a bearish 10P cross in here. No, we don't buy it now. We keep it on our radar. Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said it was good now. I thought you said it had relative strength now. It does, but why would I want to trade against the market? Well, then what do? You click alert, you click on that high bar right there, you click on that right there. Now you have a downward sloping trend line. If the stock violates that on the upside, you're going to know about it. Hopefully it coincides with a bullish 10P cross. I'd be a little bit careful in here. Let's see what happens on the low of the day. If we see a bullish hammer here or a bullish engulfing candle and we get this 10P cross, okay, yeah, then I might want to buy it if it can get through that trend line. Let's draw another trend line right here on the top candle here. Now I have a horizontal line as well. So I have two ways to be alerted on this particular stock, but that's the type of relative strength that we're looking for. I'm going to go into heavy buying. I had traded SPCE this morning. That was a really nice one. I've also traded AMD, trying to see if those are both on the list right here. There's AMD. Look at that strength. Market down, down, down. AMD, beautiful, four long red candles, long green candles closing on their high. Absolutely. This is what I call buying stupid. You have massive volume. It's hard for most people to buy when they see that type of run because the initial sense is I'm not going to chase this stock. I'm going to wait for it to come in. When it does that, then I'll buy it. Well, you never get that chance because these candles are telling you it is off to the races. Let's put up the D1 chart. There you can see beautiful breakout through the 100-day moving average, downward sloping trend line right there, bullish flag formation. Hello, 50-day moving, 200-day moving average just above. So you need to be very, very careful being long this stock because that is a resistance level that it will be difficult for it to get through. So here we've got a little bit of a bounce. Let's see what happens with this candle in here. If we start seeing some constructive price action telling us that that is support and we get this bullish 10P cross, then we'll be looking for some decent stocks to buy. AMD, by the way, I really like this one. It could be my pick of the day, but we're going to continue to take a look and see what else we can find. UPST, that was making a nice move. That's kind of a bouncer off that 50-day moving average. Very choppy, so I would not be as excited about that as I would be with NET, which is breaking out to a new high. Nice through resistance there, RUN. I'm going to continue to take a look. NVIDIA's been unbelievably strong. Look at that powerful move right there. This has been one that's been on the list as well. Same pattern, long green candles closing on their high, consecutive, market down, stock up, relative strength on behemoth volume, gigantic volume. Those are the key ingredients. This tells you that institutions are in there buying the heck out of it. These are the breadcrumbs that we look for. They leave that trail. That tells us that they are in and they want to buy as much of it as they can possibly get. Look at this big market decline right in here. This drop right here. This tells you exactly what's happening. Big market drop. Okay, stock takes a little bit of a dip here because it's had some big gains in here, but it instantly recovers with a long green candle on big volume, and now it's right back up on the high of the day. Goodbye. NVIDIA continues to move higher. You get a little bit of market support in here. Yes, you can buy this breakout right here. It's going to continue to go. That's how we day trade. NVIDIA could be my bullish pick of the day. I think this stock continues to power higher. In fact, it's going to be my bullish pick of the day. Let's not stop there. Let's take a look at the bearish side. I've been short a couple of stocks on the bearish side, and let's take a look at those. I'm short NUE right now, and hopefully I'll start getting filled on some of my other orders to scale out of it. You can see this big drop. Here's the other side of the coin. Market pulls back initially, stock pulls back. Okay, nothing unusual about that. Most stocks are going to follow the market. But look what happens on this market bounce. There's the S&P 500. Boom, boom, boom. Stock marches lower and lower and lower. Let's take a look at that daily chart. Do I like it on a swing basis? Yeah, I like it on a swing basis. You can see how this upward sloping trend line here has been breached and how the stock has been weak on a daily basis. Orange line below zero. Yes, I definitely like that decline right there. Let's take a look at another one. Caterpillar. Night. That is a big drop. Upward sloping trend line broken to the downside. Massive volume. Orange line below zero. You've got all your key ingredients. Stock drops below the 100-day moving average, and it just can't get off the deck. And then sellers are right back at it. So yes, this is another stock that you would be looking at to short. So when you get this type of market bounce right in here and you start running your bearish searches like heavy selling, you're going to see Caterpillar in here. You're going to see a bunch of stocks in here. Gold, absolutely trash today. There's another banking stock right there. Look at that relative weakness. So it's not, relative weakness is great to trade. Well, how do I find relative weakness, Pete? Well, if you're an Option Stalker member, you're going to find it very easily because it's one of the key variables, one of the key search variables that we use in all of our searches, along with heavy volume and other criteria. Yes, this is what you want to be looking for. Another example, COF, market rally, 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 rally. Stock compresses, can't even get off the deck. So as soon as you get your little market drop right in here, whoosh, the bottom falls out. That's how this works, folks. The first thing that you need to do is you need to be aware of market conditions. Right now, market conditions are low probability for swing trading with a 3 to 4 week time horizon. So that means that we focus a little bit more on day trading. It also means that we keep our size and our trade count down, and we look for this relative weakness in this case, or relative strength like I was showing you in the other cases. We use Option Stalker searches that are already canned and ready to use, or we use the custom search engine and we use heavy volume and relative strength along with a number of other key variables to search for these stocks, and we create our own searches. Very easy to do. That is how we find these opportunities, and members are posting trades left and right in the chat room. When they post a symbol, we bring up the chart and we look at it, we go, oh my gosh, somebody just posted Caterpillar as a short. What a fantastic short. I can see it too. Long red candles closing on their low. Market has a nice little bounce in here. Stock goes nowhere, then the bottom drops out. Excuse me, this one's COF, but CAT works just as well. So that's how we do it, folks. I like NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA continues to climb higher today. There we go, making a new high, market not rallying. So first you want to wait for that market support to be established. I think we've got 1-2 touches right in here. For right now, I would still be holding off just a little bit to see if the halfway point of this long green candle holds. If it does, then that tells me we probably have a little bit of a bounce coming, and I'll be able to ride NVIDIA a little bit higher because it certainly has the strength. So here's the other key. If I'm trading S&P futures and I'm calling this a bounce and a low, and I'm ready to buy futures, here's the problem. That move doesn't materialize. In fact, wham! They nail the market, they take out the low, and we probably would trigger some sell stop orders when that happens. Well, if that happens and I'm long, I'm going to lose money and I'll probably have to cover my long position somewhere in here. Let's say that I'm long NVIDIA and that happens. What happens to NVIDIA? It's got so much dang strength that everybody in the world right now wants to buy it. And we can see that from the price action. Is the bottom going to fall out of NVIDIA? No. How do we know that? We know that because look at what just happened when the market was pulling back. It was grinding higher. These buyers are committed. They want in. This is the edge we use. This is how we trade every day. If you're a marginally successful trader and you're looking to put an edge in your favor, I hope you come give Option Stalker a try because we'll teach you how to use the system and you're going to see some real pros using this edge every single day. That's all I've got for you. Good luck with your trading. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.